The purpose of this video is to answer a question I got from one of you guys out there about how the banks are reporting to the credit bureaus payment delinquencies related to COVID forbearance plans. If you are a subscriber to my page, welcome back. If not, make sure you subscribe, like my videos, and always let me know if you have a comment or a question. So if you are on one of these COVID forbearance plans, you likely have one of the 5 government-backed investors. And again, the investor is the party that is kind of the ultimate decision maker on your loan. It's not your servicer, it's not your bank you're dealing with, but your investor is probably going to be one of these 5 investors: FHA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, VA, USDA. If you are currently on a COVID forbearance plan with a servicer that has one of those investors, that meaning like if you have an FHA loan and you're on a COVID forbearance plan, legally they are not allowed to report to the credit bureaus that you're delinquent on your payments. That's part of the deal. And then once your COVID forbearance plan ends and you decide to kind of start the transition out of it, while you're in review for a transition option, they are not supposed to report delinquencies to the credit bureau. They're supposed to give you an opportunity to get everything resolved before any delinquent reporting goes forward. So if that's not happening to you in some way, you might want to reach out for some help. What's important to understand though is your transition period. So you need to be hyper aware of knowing when your COVID forbearance plan ends. And a couple weeks, if not a full 30 days before your forbearance plan ends, you need to be in talks with your servicer about what transition plan you're going to do. As you guys know by now, if you've been watching my videos, you can do a loan modification, you can do a partial claim, you can do a repayment plan, you can do a full reinstatement. There are other videos on my page around what those actual options are, but what's important for you guys to understand out there is you don't want to let there be this huge gap in time between the end of your forbearance and when you start that. The risk that you run if you have this like couple months of transition period is that the banks may start delinquent reporting to your credit report. So if you are on a near ending COVID forbearance plan or you have an end date coming up, you need to be aware of when that is, and you need to be on top of it with getting into your transition option. Again, watch the videos about the transition options that I have posted based on your particular investor, and then you'll kind of have enough information to make it through the process. If you don't know who your investor is, call your servicer and ask them. They will be able to tell you. If you have questions or comments, let me know.